Hello, peace and blessings. I am Jovhannah, the Spiritual Love Healer. Welcome to Spiritual Love Tarot. So I pulled a card reading for myself this week and just wanted to walk through it out loud because sometimes talking it out helps me. So, which is kind of why I created this channel. It's a place for me to kind of share my tarot readings and my process. So it's just like a video log of my tarot journey. So I am using one of my favorite oracle decks, the Energy Oracle cards. I absolutely love this deck. I love all of my decks, to be honest. So I did like a past, present, future spread, and then I looked at the underlying energy or the shadow card. So in the past, we have patience. And for me, what this signified was there was a lot of waiting. There was a lot of like trying to wait for the right time or finding the right time, figuring things out, needing to work things out before I could take action. And kind of like getting clarity in that moment. So for me, like when I see this card, it reminds me of the Hermit and the tarot. It's like the sacred pause. Even though I know this card technically means something else in the book, for me, this was like the wait is over. You've waited long enough. Like this is your time. That's the energy that I got from this card. So in the past is in the past. It is now my time. So I feel like this is really telling me that a lot of things in the past are not going to have a bearing on what's going to happen in the future. So it was just my birthday a couple days ago. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to all the other amazing Librans in the world, making the world a better place. So for me, that's like a new year, right? It's an energetic new year. We move in also into a new season. One of my teachers taught me that the fall equinox is actually the start of the new year, the natural new year cycle. So that has always felt resonant in my spirit before I learned that, because it was my birthday year, because the season changed. For me, it was like, that's the new year to me. And so it was awesome to learn that energetically I was naturally following that cycle just because of how my birth aligned with it. So again, for me, it's like we're not focusing on the past, like you did everything that you needed to do and this is your time. Your time is coming now. So the card that we have here is Happy Family. And this is beautiful for so many reasons to me. One, it's my goals right now are really focused around myself and my girls. Two, this is of course something that I want. I want to have an amazing, happy, healthy family. So one of my goals, I'm working to purchase a home for me and my daughter, and really to bring healing between her relationship with her and her dad as well. And I feel like this is going to be a beautiful month of connections. And so not only will it be like familial connections, like we can have soul family. It doesn't necessarily mean like it's our blood family. Friendships, like bringing my tribe in, no matter what. Like this is a amazing card to have received for this month. My grandmother's birthday, my late grandmother's birthday is in October. She was also a Libra. So I just feel like this is a coming together and a connection with aligned souls and spirits. So again, a lot of the cards that came out in this reading were centered around connection and love, which I think is beautiful. Also because my work is centered around what I like to call spiritual love. It's really about reconnecting with ourselves, reconnecting with others, and reconnecting with money and the things around us in the world. And I think that this is really beautiful because it touches in on my personal life and it touches in on my work. So in the past, right, like I've always been dabbling around my spiritual work, but never truly was able to fully immerse myself in it the way that I wanted or needed to, because one, I was not ready. there were a lot of extenuating circumstances and things like that that kept kind of like dragging me down or taking my focus off of my work. And so I started working in social media, and doing that gave me a lot of amazing insight into my own business, into, you know, how things flow, working with a team, and just all these other amazing things that I would not have gotten a chance to learn. So I did that for about 3 years, and then I resigned from that contract a couple weeks before my birthday. And so I feel like this is also about me stepping into my dreams for my business and seeing it grow, because my business is my baby. And it's funny because there's so many different facets of or different business ideas that I have. And what I like about this is that it's letting me know that it's okay to focus on each one. It doesn't have to be and or, it can be both and. And I think that's very beautiful, because a lot of times we're told, oh no, you can only do one thing. You can only pick, you know, one passion, one lane, one focus. And it's like, that doesn't work for me. I like to have my hands in different pots. And then when something starts to, it allows me to have variety. And it allows me, if I'm not able to fully express all of the different ideas and things inside me, I start to feel fragmented and I start to feel disconnected. Whereas if I'm like putting them out into the world, even though it can be a lot to do, but I know I can always okay, this is too much, so let me rein in off of that and let's focus on over here. Like it gives me a lot to play with. And so that's very beautiful as well. So this card came up, hostilities. And when I saw it, I was like, wait, like, what is this about? And so I pulled a clarifying card and got caring connection. What? So a couple of things that came up for me is this, because I was feeling into it and I was like, does this mean that there's going to be some drama and strife in, you know, my life? Like, what does this mean? Because all these other cards look super awesome. So what is this? And I noticed something in this card that I never noticed before, is that there's a pathway back there. And so when I looked at this, I'm like, he's not coming in, like, this is not necessarily drama or somebody coming at me with some mess. Although it could be, because that means I'll be on social media more. So that is another aspect with my business. It's like, there will be trolls, there will be, you know, haters, or whatever you want to call them, naysayers, things like that. As long as it's not me like doubting myself and doubting my own work, I don't really care what someone else has to say, because I know that this seed was planted in my heart for me to come forward and share it with the world. So another thing that I think about, especially when I'm looking at the happy family and the caring connection card, is that this warrior is here to protect anyone from coming up this path. And so he's like security. He's like, is your name on the guest list? Then I already know you can't get through. And he's ready. Like the sword is already ready. You can see the tenseness in his muscles. He is prepared to swing that thing. And I love that he doesn't have his helmet on, because it's like he doesn't perceive anything to be a threat, because he knows he can handle it. Another thing that came up for me when I looked at this, I love that this sword is kind of has this blue glint or glimmer to it, is that this is also the need to be mindful of those inner thoughts that we have, right? Because that's what came up for me, because especially when I look at caring connections, if this is some sort of like rekindling, like I was talking about, a lot of times things from the past can trigger us into the present. So it's like we have to be mindful, like, is this some old stuff? Because remember, the old stuff doesn't need to come along. Like that's done, that's ran its course, it's had its time. So it's like, if I'm bringing old energy into this new month, I have to be the one to stand guard and say, oh, nope, we're releasing that. Nope, this does not belong here. I need to clear that out energetically. So that's what came up for me, and clarifying with the caring connection, to me, I think it's more of a protection, and also to be mindful, because we are in retrogrades, just to be mindful of how I am communicating, if I'm coming off as too defensive. Oh, and I can be super, super, super defensive and protective about like my family and my art. What did Erykah Badu say? I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. That's me. So this is also like me wanting to protect what I'm creating, what I'm building this month. So I look forward to seeing how this is going to unfold for me. Another thing, so when I looked at the shadow card, Angel of Love, how beautiful is that? So there's going to be some beautiful loving movement that comes along in my life, and I love it because all of my work is like spiritual love. And it's really about healing by activating your heart, expanding your vision, and unlocking your abundance codes so that you can live abundantly ever after. That is what the essence of spiritual love is. It's really recognizing that love and abundance exist in all things. And when we start to realize that love is all there is, we can get out of those hostile tendencies and feelings and step into true connection. So another thing about this, what I'm seeing is like, this is the divine masculine, the divine feminine. So this is alignment within ourselves. This is heart and mind in alignment, which of course with the Angel of Love makes total sense. We cannot align our divine feminine and divine masculine if we're always in defense mode. We have to also drop down our guard in order to let love in order to let abundance in. So that's something else that just came up in looking at these cards as well. So I am really excited to see what this Angel of Love brings my way. I'm excited to see it show up in my business. I'm excited to see it show up in my family and my personal life. And I'm excited to see this energy of joy and happiness show up within myself. And I love that this is like the present, right? The happy family, because this is being happy right now in the present moment with where I am now, with how things are now. And when we come from this place, when we come from this place of happiness, then it just begets more happiness. So I'm all about this, and absolutely look forward to seeing how October unfolds for me, because this is a beautiful, beautiful reading, and I'm glad that I was able to come on and talk it out. I did pull these cards last night and I slept on it because I was like, let me wait till the morning and make sure that I'm not, projecting anything weird onto this message. So this was a personal reading for me, but if it resonated with you, yay. And I hope that others can share in this beautiful energy that's coming to us. Yeah, this is all about like really opening the heart. Opening the heart. Okay. There were things that I was going to say and share, and now I am drawing an absolute blank. I have created a membership called Abundance Code Collective, and it's one where we plan goals for what it is that we want to manifest. It's one where we work on our mindset so that we can clear out those negative thoughts and beliefs and limitations. And it's one where you can get support energetically, as well as like coaching, life, spiritual, success, whatever, so that you have the support that you need to reach your dreams. And I'm going to be opening doors to the collective really soon. There is a special price for people who join now before it's like officially launched. There's like a beta pricing. There is a 3-month commitment because I want you to get the most out of it. And how it starts off, which I'll be doing the very first, it is a goal manifestation planning session where I walk you through how to set goals and how to break it down, so that you have a clear plan for 3 months of how you can be where you want to be in 3 months. So then we have like, we'll do healing sessions, I'll do like trainings, coaching calls. These will all be live, so you actually get access to me, to learn with me and from me, so that some of the trainings will be pre-recorded, I will say that, but the coaching calls, Q&As and things like that, we're gonna hop on Zoom so that you can get like some FaceTime and get what you need. And I'm very excited to really create this. Some of the things that we will explore inside of the collective, of course, will be abundance, manifesting, spirituality, money. We're going to talk about relationships because love and money are so intertwined. We'll talk about self-love, and just all of the different things that may come up along your journey. Like, if you are a parent, how do you work your schedule so that you can focus on your goals? How do you integrate your children into these things as well? So yes, I am super excited, and I would love for you to join me. You can visit abundancecodecollective.com. Also check out all of my links in the description, because I have a lot of amazing things happening in the realm of spiritual love. And if you want to book a reading for me, you can do so. The link is also in the bio, so that I can help you see what lies ahead for you in this month, or in your goals, or in your love life. So I would love to support you and look forward to working with you soon. Peace.